The Geo Data Go-Along approach is a method, and this is a survey that's done whereby we ask questions to people along the coastal area of Placencia pertaining to environmental impacts.
The Geo Data Go-Along method that we've been teaching these students over the past week is something that was born right here along the Placencia Peninsula, out on the inner keys. We started talking more with residents from the peninsula, our team, trying to bring together this local expert knowledge of the environment, of the change that is seen, bringing this all together and being able to teach that and bring that back to the students who are from here. It just means the world to me.
The Bronco Strong Classroom's Geodata Go-Along Workshop combines both natural science data and social science data together, and it's also community engaged data collection, working directly with people in the environments that they know to get information directly from them. But what's also especially cool about this workshop is that we are training Belizean students to interview Belizeans about Belize, which is great. That doesn't always happen. So it's been really a huge pleasure to help empower these students to collect data about their own communities and from their own local experts.
It was a very good opportunity to be a part of this project, especially because of our location, of our institution, and the communities that we serve. And looking at the impacts of the area, which is the peninsula that we are trying to assist and gather data on. And the students that we serve are directly coming from these communities. They'll be able to pass on this knowledge to the next generation that is coming to make somewhat of a culture change in the sense of the harmful things that might be culturally intertwined into the older generation and making those necessary changes to better benefit them and their communities in the future ahead.
For us at the University of Belize, it was an opportunity to bring our students together with Strong Coast personnel to learn about new methodologies, learn about kind of mixing the qualitative and the quantitative methods together and exposing them to kind of addressing real-world concerns and apply what they're learning in the field. So we were super excited to be a part of this project. The students use ArcGIS QuickCapture over the past couple of days to collect their data, to be able to create something called a story map. And so they'll integrate that with the interview information, the transcribes that they have put together in order to be able to create this narrative that they can then share to the public.
The Geodata workshop will be incorporated into my courses, and I teach integrated coastal zone management, which we normally go out, look at the coastal environment, look at the issues that are happening within the coast. And this workshop actually is very beneficial to us, our students, our program. So I am planning to incorporate this into my future fieldworks whenever I come again, especially within the coastal environment. So when the students were interviewing the person from Sandbites, I did have an opportunity to talk about the plastic pollution along the coast of Sandbites. And I can see how these individuals, especially locals here, are seeing this problem as well, and they're trying to see and seek solutions to this environmental problem.
Erosion was the topic that was mainly the entire thing that was going on from the 3 different places that we surveyed and visited. We saw the things that the locals are trying to do to stop the sun from going back out, so they're trying to keep the sun in. And I believe that as a community and locals, that we should all get together to fight against this problem and not just do it individually. We should do it together.
The Geodata Go-Along approach is a method or survey that's done whereby we have conversations and discussions with the individuals pertaining to environmental impacts. Something very much in common that these interviewees had was the current issue of the erosion. The lives of the community members are affected by erosion, especially those that are living along the coastline.
The community members have been affected because most of their livelihood is from fishing and for recreational activities, because the beach is a big part of it. So without the beach, you're not really going to have much to do. You're not going to have much to relax and spend time with your family. So I think the erosion is taking that away from the locals and the people who live there. I think it's important for youth to attend these activities, especially like the workshop, for example, because it gives them a broader aspect on how not only Belize is being affected, but also the coastlines of Placencia, of San Pedro, and erosion not only affects those areas, but it also affects the community. And if the community is affected, then the people are affected. And if the people are affected, then the generations to come will also be affected.